Hi guys, it is Beth and welcome back to my channel. I hope you have been enjoying all of my Disney vlogs. I have been having so much fun going back through all of them as I edit and put them together for you. And I will say it has definitely been a little tricky. Pretty sure that one, I need to invest in a gimbal because walking around and vlogging is just really hard. How do you guys do it? Half of what I got just looked like a shaky mess to me and no one wants to watch that. And two, I know this trip was kind of all over the place. I didn't really end or start vlogs properly because it was hard to know if I was done for the day or what the plan was. I also tried to only focus the camera on myself because I was there with friends and I really just wanted to respect their privacy because I know not everyone wants to end up on the internet. So I know those vlogs were a little rough and I'm definitely going to just kind of work on that in the future. That way I can bring you guys even better content. But now that I am home, I did just want to end my little Disneyland summer series with a haul that I picked up from the park. It is not a huge haul by any means. It's really just a handful of items because most of what I brought home was pins and you have already seen me unbox all of those. If you haven't, go ahead and click the link that's gonna be right up here and you'll get to see me opening all of those mystery boxes and seeing my pin haul. So the first item I have here, it is a California Adventure Pixar Fest guide map. And again, nothing special, but I do just always like to pick up one of these to bring home as a reminder from my trip. And especially since this was one of the first events that I've ever been to at Disneyland for Pixar Fest and the opening of Pixar Pier, I definitely wanted this guide map. The next item that I picked up, I honestly thought that I was going to leave without just because I could not find them in the park my first 2 days. These coveted Mickey ice cream bar ears. I saw these online like a month before I went to the park and I just thought they were too cute to pass up. I love how it looks like there's a big bite taken out of this and it is just, I love it. I love the contrast with the colors, the brown and then the pink bow. Just really pop. These were really popular. They sold out very quickly in the parks, so I was a little afraid that I would not get one. Like I said, the first 2 days of walking around, I did not see these anywhere in either of the parks or in downtown Disney, so I was pretty sad. Luckily, I did stop into the hat store of all places in Disneyland, and they had a handful of these in stock, and the guy had said that they actually hadn't run out. People just kind of overlooked going to the actual hat store to buy the ears, which is kind of ironic. So they did have a few, and I'm glad I was able to pick one up to wear around for most of my trip. This next item is from the You Are Here collection from Starbucks. Do any of you guys collect these mugs? I hadn't really planned on collecting them. I have a few from my favorite cities around the world, but then I saw that they had Disney ones and I guess now I am a Disney completist when it comes to these. There's still a few more that I am after that I don't have, but I do have most of them. I had actually stopped by Starbucks to pick up the Fantasyland edition of the mug, and I saw it in the park when I was there earlier this year, didn't pick it up, really regretted it, so I went back to pick it up this time, only to find out that they had just discontinued that design about a month or so prior to me being there. So I was super bummed. They did have a new version which is more Adventureland based, so I did pick it up. This is what that looks like. So this mug has a green center and then it does say Disneyland and it features basically Adventureland with the tiki room. Very cute, just not what I was hoping for. They did still have the tiny, tiny little ornaments, or I like to just think of them as espresso mugs of Fantasyland, so I did pick one of those up. This is the Fantasyland version. Super bummed that they don't have this in a full size anymore, because I just think this is one of the cutest mug designs of all time. It is purple on the inside. The colors alone just sold it for me because it's super pastel and I just love it. Again, it is very Fantasyland based with the carousel and the castle and the Pinocchio ride. Small World. Adorable. At least I have this in the espresso version for now. Hopefully at some point I can get my hands on one of the full size just to complete my collection. So the mugs I picked up on my first day of Disney just to get them out of the way and packed in my bag because I knew they would be a little bit heavier. On my third day of visiting the parks, I actually went into Starbucks in Disneyland and I saw that they had yet again another design that had just been released that was not there the day before. So I had to buy it. Now this mug isn't my most favorite of them. I'm not too into the color scheme or what is depicted on it, but again, I had to buy it. I just want to keep my collection going, and I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna try to get all of the mugs that are Disney related, at least as part of the You Are Here collection. This is the newest design. Let me grab this out of the box. It is a very dark purple on the inside, not like the Fantasyland mug, and this one is depicting Haunted Mansion over here, and then as you turn it, you see the little dog with the keys, and it turns into Pirates of the Caribbean. I do like the Pirates ride. I don't actually think I've ever been on the Disneyland version, so not too sure if it's different from Disney World. I am not a big Haunted Mansion fan, and the colors of this mug are just very kind of fall and Halloween-y with the dark purples and the kind of putrid greens and yellows, so not exactly my thing, but I am really happy that this did release while I was there so that I could at least pick it up for MSRP instead of having to pay a really ridiculous price for it online just to complete my collection. So this next item is super small, but I still count it as a special souvenir for me. It is one of the 2018 California Adventure pressed pennies. This one features the Mickey Fun Wheel, which is now the Pixar Pal Around, I believe is what they call it. So I actually really like that I was able to get this pressed coin. I was super surprised that it was now a nickel instead of a penny. That is interesting, not what I remember from my childhood. So now this one is gonna kind of stick out in my collection. The first time I ever went to Disney World when I was 5 years old, I came home with maybe 15 to 20 different pressed pennies. And ever since, that's been like the one thing that I seek out as like a souvenir, even from places that are not Disney related. Though I have found that pressed pennies do seem to be a relic from the past as they are slowly disappearing. So I'm really glad that Disney hasn't started to get rid of all of their penny machines yet. They just apparently are turning them into nickel machines now. Maybe they're prepping for the day when the penny is obsolete and killed off. Who knows? So the last item that I got is actually my favorite of everything probably, and I'm gonna kind of talk about two things, because one isn't really an item, but it's super cool, and it allowed me to get the item that I love. So while on this trip, I became an annual pass holder for Disneyland. Super excited. I wasn't sure if I would or wouldn't. We do have plans to move to Southern California at the end of the year, and I am a wedding and portrait photographer, so I plan to try to do a lot of sessions at Disney. So if you ever need a photographer, definitely hit me up. But I know I'll get so much use out of this, and once we are there, I will be in the park all the time because it's Disney. I really missed having an annual pass when we lived in Hong Kong. We would go once or twice a month, and it was just the best. So really excited to be a pass holder for Disneyland now as well. And by having the annual pass, Disneyland and Walt Disney World as well actually have a store just for annual pass holders where you can go and get all of this exclusive merchandise that you can't buy unless you have a pass. While I was in the park, I saw a super empty rack while we were looking around, and then I saw them open up a box and start putting these on the shelves. And these are the 2018 Disneyland Annual Pass backpack, or I guess I should say mini backpack, as you can see, because it is quite small. These flew off the shelf. They sold out in 2 days. They restocked, and after the second restock, they were gone for good. People are selling these bags for like $200 on eBay, which is just crazy. So there is no way I would have been able to get one had I not happened to see them stocking it in the park that day. And I think these are just so cute. I used this the rest of my trip. I have used it since coming home. It's just a really great size as a purse. It is perfect for keeping my camera and my wallet and just any like small purchases or pins that I might happen to pick up. So I love this, and it has a small little pouch here in the front that is zippered, and then it has the bigger compartment in the back. And let me just show you this print up close because it is just so fun. Walt Disney World has a very similar one as well, featuring their parks and attractions. I know it has like the Animal Kingdom tree and Epcot and Figment. So this one, of course, features Disneyland and California Adventure attractions. So here you can see it up close. You've got Daisy and Mickey's Fun Wheel. You've got Mickey in front of the Disneyland Castle and Pluto. You've got Goofy. You've got Minnie in front of Small World, and Minnie enjoying her Dole Whip, my personal favorite treat. And I just love the colors on this and all of the detail. It is so vibrant and fun. It's just really cute. And then on the front, there is this little dangle keychain here that says 2018 Disneyland Pass Holder, discover the magic. And this is just so cute. Because I did have 2 tickets to just attend the park as is. I was really glad that I had upgraded to my pass in time to be able to get some exclusive AP merchandise. Alright guys, that is it for my haul. Like I said, it is super short and sweet because I didn't buy too many non-pin related items, but I just want to show you everything that I picked up. Do you guys collect the Starbucks mugs? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe one day I will do a little video on all of the mugs that I have so far. Like I said, I am still missing a couple of them, including the new Paris mugs that came out, and I am hoping now that Disneyland Hong Kong has a Starbucks that they'll be releasing mugs very soon as well, hopefully before my next trip so that I can grab those. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and please subscribe if you have not already. I put out lots of content every week and most of it is Disney related, so definitely stick around and check out my other videos. I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!